Hello friends, my name is Sanjay Kadam and today we will study about hormonal or chemical coordination. In our body there are two types of mechanisms which controls, regulates or coordinates our body functions. First is nervous coordination controlled by nervous system, and hormonal or chemical coordination controlled by endocrine system. In this way, nervous system and endocrine systems are helpful to coordinate different body functions. Okay. Today's topic is hormonal or chemical coordination. First of all, we will learn what is meant by hormone. Hormones are organic substances produced by endocrine glands Hormones are organic or chemical substances produced by endocrine glands and they show their effect on specific target organ. Okay, means these are the organic substances produced by our endocrine glands like adrenal gland, thyroid gland or pituitary gland, and they show their effect on different organs or tissues of our body so as to carry out either stimulatory or inhibitory effect. Okay. Hormones have either stimulatory or inhibitory effect. Means they stimulate particular organ or tissue so as to carry out its function, or they decrease, they inhibit that tissue so as to stop the function or minimize their function. Okay, means they activate or they inhibit the different target organs or tissues. Okay, now we will learn from where the hormone word is derived. The hormone word derived from Greek word hormein. Hormein is the Greek word which means to elicit or to excite or to stimulate the particular organ, to elicit or to stimulate particular organ, because first of all it is believed that hormones are stimulatory, but later on it is clear that they are inhibitory also, means both they have stimulatory or inhibitory in function. Okay, now we will learn about the properties of hormone by which we can know well about the hormones. Okay, now about the properties. Okay, Now, properties of hormones. There are various properties of hormones by which we know different aspects, different roles, functions of hormones. First, hormones are produced in response of specific stimulus. Means for production of hormones, specific stimulus is required. If no stimulus, no secretion, no production. For example, when we are in danger, we are in excited state or in fear state, then that stimulus, surrounding stimulus which gives us fear or which excites us, that stimulus received by our sense organs, receptor organs, eyes, signal goes to brain, brain stimulates adrenal gland, and then adrenal gland is the endocrine gland which releases, which produces its hormone adrenaline, and then adrenaline act upon our different organs so as to overcome from that position, from that situation. Because of the adrenaline, our heartbeats increased, our rate of respiration increased, our dilation of pupils occur, so as to tackle the condition. Because adrenaline is a hormone which helps us to overcome the emergency condition. Okay? It means that hormones requires specific stimulus. Thereafter, they are produced or released by the endocrine gland. Okay, now second property. The rate of secretion of hormones depends upon nature and intensity of stimulus. Okay, here we come to know that what type of stimulus is there, what is the nature of the stimulus, and what is the intensity of the stimulus is available. That decides the secretion of or production of hormones. Means if low intensity stimulus then low production, low secretion. Okay, if the stimulus is of high intensity, then high intensity of stimulus, then high production. Okay, means when weak, means low intensity stimulus received, it leads to less secretion, low secretion. When high stimulus or strong stimulus strong intensity of stimulus, high intensity of stimulus is received by endocrine gland, then the secretion is in more quantity or high quantity. Okay. Then now next, hormones produced by endocrine glands at one place and they show effect, they show their effect on distant target organ or organs. Okay, suppose here there is a gland, endocrine gland. This is called origin, means origin place, that is endocrine gland, any endocrine gland, where the organ is produced or secreted. Then from here it is carried to target organ. This is the target organ, your target site. Any organ, tissue or organ. Means hormone has a origin site, origin place, and action place, means target site. Okay. Hormones produced by endocrine gland, suppose here, and they are transported here through blood. This is the blood vessel. This one is blood vessel. This is the blood. In this way, every target organ have its receptor. This is the receptor for hormone. Means this is the place through which hormone either enters or attaches to the cell wall or cell membrane. Okay. This property explains that hormones produced by endocrine gland at one place and they show their effect on distant target organ. Means their target organ may be here, here or here, anywhere in the body. Okay. Then in this way they show action on distant target organ, because target organs have specific receptor into which the hormones get locked, and then they either stimulate the action of the target organ or inhibit the action of the target organ. Understand? Okay. This is about the third property. Now, fourth property. Hormones released or poured into blood. Endocrine glands secreting their hormones into their blood vessels, and through blood stream hormones are, suppose this one is the hormone molecule released into the blood. This hormone transported from endocrine gland up to the target organ, where it get locked with receptor. Hormone get locked into the receptor, get fit into the receptor of target organ or target tissue, and then now hormone shows either stimulatory or inhibitory effect on the target organ. Okay, this is about the fourth property, hormones released or poured into the blood. Now next, fifth property, hormones get bound to specific carrier proteins for their transportation. When hormones are released by endocrine glands into their blood vessels, they first bound with their carrier protein. Suppose this one is a protein, carrier protein. Hormone bound with carrier protein. In this way, hormone bound with carrier protein, and now hormone carried by carrier protein through blood, and when they reach to the target organ or target tissue, then they get fixed or locked with the receptors, either located on outer side of a tissue cell or inside the cell. Okay, this is about the fifth property, means for transportation of hormones carrier proteins are required. Okay, got it? Now sixth property, hormones can modify any aspects of cellular metabolism. They modify aspects, hormones modify the aspects of cellular metabolism. What it means? As we know, cells performing different functions, and for that they require some hormones. Some hormones are metabolic. They help in construction, synthesis of complex molecules from simple substances, or another hormones are helping in breakdown or degradation of large molecules into small molecules. Means they may be constructive or destructive, they may be anabolic or catabolic. Okay, in this way cell performs different functions, metabolic functions. Into that aspect, hormones have a greater influence. They help in cell division, they help in cell differentiation. Okay, in this way synthesis and breakdown of different substances within the cell. That is about the sixth property. Okay, hormones modify aspects of cellular metabolism. And now last property is that hormones, if released in lesser quantity or greater quantity, they create deficiency disorder or excessive secretion causing another disorders. Means different hormonal disorders can be developed in a organism because of low secretion or high secretion. Okay, here there is a last point. Deficiency means low secretion or excessive secretion of hormones may cause hormonal disorders in any organism. Okay, it means their low secretion or excessive secretion is harmful as they cause hormonal disorders. It means that hormones must be in normal level, in normal titer inside the blood or inside our body, so as to perform normal function within the body. Okay, in this way, here we learn about different properties of hormones. These are the 7 properties of hormones which explains different aspects of hormones. Okay friends, if you like my video, then I request you to subscribe my channel.